All right, Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to you, brother, who elect pushing His word in truth and sincerity. All right, this video here is the narrow path to the city. All right, the narrow path to the city. Okay. I thought this particular image here that I found, I thought the visual, Salakia, I thought the visual was actually pretty interesting, you know, to kind of see how they put it together. This particular visual from the scriptures. Okay, you have you see in the background, you got the city made of gold with a rainbow over it. All right. So the city is made of gold, rainbow around it, it's shining. Then you see here in the middle, you see it looks like a dark path, you know, through looks like maybe some shrubbery or some trees or whatever. And then you see to the left, you see water. You see this large wave here. And then to the right, you see fire. Okay. All right. That's a representation of the second Ezra scripture, which I'm going to grab it here. Okay. This is second Ezra chapter 7 verse, 7 verse 6. It says, "There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things." Okay, so we can see the city, okay, that's built. It's full of all good things. And notice that there is just open space there. That's that broad field that it's sitting upon. Okay. All right. And it says, "The entrance thereof is narrow." Okay. Look how small. You see this dark area here in the center. Look how small that entrance is. Okay, it's very narrow. And it says, "And is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water." So, see, you got this narrow path, fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, which is this great wave here. And you see how it says God's laws, or Yahweh Shai's laws, okay, to walk that narrow path, which is that's a part of it, but the thing is, you have to walk this narrow path in order to get to the city. Do you see? Like, look at this city. Okay, look at the city in the background. You notice there's literally only one path to get to it. There's no other entrance into the city but this one. So you have to take that narrow path. Okay, 2 Ezra 7:7. "The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be but one man to go there at once." All right. So this path would be so narrow that only one man could go at a time. Okay. Now, that means that you work it, like the scriptures say, work out your own salvation through fear and trembling. Okay. You have to, at the end of the day, you have to walk that path on your own. Okay. Now we have the brotherhood, to help us along the way, in case we stumble, or even fall. The brotherhood is there to help us back up, by giving us whatever we need, to get back up. But at the same time, you have to walk the path. Your brother next to you can't walk that path for you. Okay, your wife or your woman can't walk that path for you. You have to walk the path on your own. Okay, if you fall, you have to get up. If a brother falls, you can assist him, but the thing is that brother still has to get up. Okay, because if you trying to pick up dead weight, it's not really gonna happen. Okay, you have to want to get up. Okay, you have to want to walk the path if you want to get to that city. Simple as that. Now, it goes on to say, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Okay, so if you don't go through this danger that is set before this city, meaning in front of the city, that you have to go through in order to get to this city in the back, how can you get to it if you don't go to the danger? Okay, now I'm gonna say this too. As you're walking that path, notice, you see how you have this wave here to the left. Okay, this great deep water. All right, it's a wave. So that means that if it's moving and it's splashing, it's gonna be splashing. So you're gonna be hit by some of that water. You're gonna be hit by some of them trials, some of them tests. They might make you stumble along the path. You might fall on the path. Okay, you might almost fall off the path. Okay, but you have to continue. You got to get back on it and continue. Do not fall off the path, because if you fall off, you die. Simple as that. All right. Notice there's a fire on the right hand side. Okay, same thing. You're gonna feel that heat coming from there. That heat might make you afraid. That water might make you afraid. Okay, you have to take the path and continue on to it. Okay, you can't just stop there. All right, you have to go through it. And if you want to get to that city, hey, that's the only way. All right. Let's get this one here. Matthew chapter 7 verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. Okay, the straight gate. Straight. Okay, not IGHT, not as in a straight line, but straight, which means a position of difficulty, hardships. There are things that you're going to go through walking this path. Okay. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Okay, and many there be which go in thereat. Okay, notice how there is only a narrow entrance into this city. Okay, why is there no other entrance? Because there's only one entrance, and that is the narrow path. Now, if there were a wider path for many people to go, that it wouldn't be toward that city. Okay, because it says many people there be that find it. Okay, a lot of people find the wide path. Why? Because it's wide, it's easy to find. But that narrow path is not only hard to find, it's not only difficult to find, but it's also difficult to walk. Okay. Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Okay, that's why I said this path is hard to find. Okay, it's not only hard to find, but it's hard to walk. Difficult to find, difficult to walk. Okay, you gotta go through much tribulation to enter into this particular city. Okay, to reap the rewards or the benefits of this here, you got to go through it. Okay, I love to use Yahushua as our example. Okay, he went through it. Okay, he walked the narrow path. He walked that straight gate, or he entered that straight gate. And if we want to enter in behind him, to follow after him, for us to enter in, we got to walk the same path. Okay. All right, but this was just a quick lesson on that. I like this particular visual of it. It's pretty interesting seeing someone put that that visual to it. Based on the scriptures. But Allah, Yahweh Shem Shai Bashim Dash. Hope you edified. Shalom.